about the people in your life in their 50s, 60s, and 70s. Your parents, your colleagues, maybe yourself. A recent nationwide survey asked people over 45 one simple question: do you wish you had started saving earlier? 85% said yes. 85%. One of the biggest issues in America today isn't bad investments, it isn't debt, it's this: I wish I had started sooner. And the thing that's most painful, they knew they should be saving. They just didn't have a system to make it stick. Now think about the young people in your life: your kids, your grandkids, your employees. They're getting financial advice from everywhere today: TikTok, podcasts, YouTube. And when they're faced with too many choices, with too little structure, something predictable happens. They freeze. And when they freeze financially, they default to spending. So I have a question for you. Most of us in this audience have figured out how to manage money. We've made the mistakes. We've built something. But do you know how to teach it? I learned how to drive, but when it was time to teach my kids, I was at a loss. I had no idea how to explain it. And the same is true with money. Knowing how to save is not the same as knowing how to teach saving. And that gap is where the next generation is getting lost.
Over 25 years of being a financial advisor, I've heard the same thing hundreds of times. Somebody comes in my office, 45, 50 years of age, feeling pretty good, but the question that maybe they don't feel as good as they should. And almost every single time, they say, I wish I would have started saving sooner. Not a better stock, not a different job, but sooner. Most people do not have a savings problem. They have a savings systems problem. And without one, this is what happens. You get paid, you pay your bills, you spend the rest, and you hope something survives. But nothing survives. When savings is last, it disappears. Wages change, household expenses change, and economic conditions change. But the one thing that cannot change is the principle. So here's the framework. Easy enough to explain to a 22-year-old in about 30 seconds. 50, 20, 30. 50% of your income goes towards your needs: housing, transportation, food. 20% goes to savings. Save it before you see it. Automatic on payday. 30% goes to all your want. This is the fun stuff with no guilt. 50, 20, 30. Maybe you cannot save 20%. Maybe you could save 10%. 60, 10, 30. That's fine. The most important thing to consider and to know is the middle number can never be zero. I had a client at one time, mid-20s, entry-level job. She didn't think she could save any money. We put the system in place. 20% automatic on payday, save it before you see it. In about 18 months, she had enough money for a down payment. At the age of 27, she bought her first home. The math was always there. The system made it visible.
Think about how you teach a child to brush their teeth. You don't explain gum disease, you just build the habit. Non-negotiable, every night, until it just sticks. The same is true with money. Even with an allowance, $10 comes in, $2 goes to savings, every time. The habit is the point. Because the 85% that wish they had started sooner didn't fail because they lacked information. They failed because nobody gave them a system or a structure early enough. But you can change that. Not for yourself, you're already here. But for the people coming up behind you, the conversations you have, the moment you say, here, let me show you how this works. That's the system. 50, 20, 30. Save second, not last. Save it before you see it. And remember, the middle number can't be zero. Thank you.